second foul of the contest. Maloney, once baseline, on Betancourt. Jimmy Maloney. Betancourt back the other way. And the push is called on Jimmy Maloney. First personal foul on Jimmy Maloney, number 3, senior from Brooklyn, New York. Mentioned earlier, Ted Betancourt, one of 4 seniors on this Holy Cross team. They went to the NCAA tournament in 1993. Holy Cross, one of 15 Division I schools with an NCAA and NIT title. 47 in the NCAA, 54 in the NIT. Betancourt airs the second free throw out.
That's not fun when that happens.
Not on the road. Not all that fun at home either, but especially not on the road. Rimming in and out. Still cannot get the jumpers to go, either team. The inside force has been a Donald Foyle. That has been where the numbers, percentage-wise, have been put up by Colgate. Walter Brown off the curl. Losing the handle inside. The Crusaders try to gather. Flips right into the hands of Chris Rojic, who lost the ball in the first place. Brown still can't buy a field goal. And a frustration foul by Keith Driscoll, and that will be number 4.
You know, we talked earlier in this ball game about how these teams can push it and score a lot of points. They scored in the 90s. Both times they played are in the high 80s. It changes in tournament time. Everything becomes more pressurized, and kids are thinking about making it to the big dance. And you can see right there on that young man's face, a lot of strain going to this game.
From the corner. Rimming in and out, the three-point attempt by Seth Schaefer. Lockhart back the other way.
Out of control, and Jimmy Maloney once again gives up his body.
Good job done by Jimmy Maloney, taking 2 charges here in the first 3 minutes of the second half.
Lockhart is 6'3", 220, and coming hard. Maloney not as big, only 6'2", about 190 pounds.
Lockhart, his first personal. 3rd team foul already here in the half on Holy Cross.
Colgate has to increase their spacing a little bit more offensively. That will free Foyle up down low.
Maloney inside the Foyle. Double team comes over, and Foyle recognizes it perfectly. Tim Boland. He just drew the men into him and then laid in the easy pass. Off the curl. They push it outside. Kerr. Betancourt 3. Offensive rebound. Walter Brown still has not scored a field goal.
Well, the presence of Foyle again right there. Brown adjusted his shot, adjusted the body. Foyle is a big presence inside.
Donald Foyle, 1996 Patriot League Player of the Year. Working Kerr. Foyle has 11.
Well, give Schaefer credit. Seth Schaefer waited on the wing and let Foyle get positioned down low. You allow your big man to establish position, then give him the basketball. He can either make the pass or score. They're doing the right things this half.
22nd timeout called by Holy Cross. Colgate has come out here and outscored Holy Cross 8-1 thus far in the second half.
Donald Foyle, allow him to establish position if you're on his offense. Put it into him. Look at the patience. He allows the double team right down the middle. Nice pass.
Championship week continues tomorrow on the Deuce. Big East quarterfinal, noon Eastern time. Number 3, UConn against Seton Hall, followed by the A-10 quarterfinal. Temple, Xavier. That is at 2 o'clock Eastern time. And the North Atlantic Championship game. Boston University takes on Drexel at 5 o'clock Eastern. Then at 7, the Big East quarterfinal. Number 6, Georgetown against the Miami Rutgers winner. Back to the Atlantic 10 for George Washington against the Duquesne St. Joe's winner. All on the Deuce. followed by Brown, then Kerr. Bolin. I'll tell you what, 33 White. Tim Bolin has played a very strong game tonight. He's gotten some of the easy passes from O'Donnell Foyle, but he's really worked it down low. There he is, the junior from Raynham, Massachusetts. Timeout on the floor. 15:36 remains in the contest. A 10-point Colgate Red Raider lead.
No trendy health club. No $60 shorts. No bull. Speed Stick's no-nonsense formula gives you 110% protection. Like you, it never quits.
Thanks to Sprint Business, there's a company who does more business in skis.
Sprint gave us an edge.
Sprint worked with Volant and brought them real solutions to help them get ahead so they can check orders online from anywhere and promote new products through video conferencing. Now they do business a whole new way.
And sales are really soaring.
Help your business do more business. Call Sprint Business.
As we returned to camp, we were surprised to find a family of vervet monkeys who had evidently found a new plaything. The vervets had figured out how to open the sunroof, adjust the air conditioning, and even turn on the stereo. The vervet's intelligence, however, was ultimately called into question as our Beethoven and Rachmaninoff CDs were left untouched. The preceding has been brought to you by the all-new Nissan Pathfinder, now with even more amenities for you to play with.
You and I have a lot in common. I look at you, I see myself.
Pay too much for auto supplies and you'll feel like one too. At Pep Boys, sets of floor mats from $9.99. Pep Boys, everything but gas.
Welcome back. Championship week continuing in the Patriot League. Colgate leads Holy Cross by 10, and this man has been the show this evening. He has a handful of blocks, 302 now in his career, 154 on the season. Last year, he finished third all-time amongst freshman blockers behind Sean Bradley back in his BYU days and Alonzo Mourning at Georgetown. He had 147 blocks last year, did O'Donnell Foyle, to lead the nation as a freshman.
Double pick for Schaefer. Good job by Holy Cross. Couldn't get the shot up.
Roberts up top. Maloney works it to the right side. Foyle over Kerr. He's got some good post moves.
Yeah, he really does. He's patient. A little more patient this half. I looked early in the first half. He got frustrated by missing easy shots. Now he's just taking his time. Holy Cross is going to have to double or triple team him before he puts it on the floor.
Foul is called. There you go.
It has been physical all night, and Kerr leaning, but Foyle does a nice job establishing himself on the block. And once he catches the basketball, if he puts it on the floor and allows him to start moving, it's too late to double team him.
Foul was called on Mike Roberts, his second. And the only points coming so far in the second half for Holy Cross have come from the line. 0 for 8 thus far in the second half. No field goals in the last 5.5 minutes. Brian Lockhart makes his first 2 free throws of the night. Shooting poorly to start this second half. Being outscored 10-3 in the first 5+ minutes. Foyle on Kerr. Flips it.
Well, this is the Foyle
his
show.
assists, yeah.
This is the Foyle show right now. This is why people came to watch this ball game.
Bolin again creating havoc on the defensive side of the floor.
As long as Colgate keeps their spacing, they can get a lot of things with Foyle inside. Nice move.
Tim Bolin himself. He averages just 6 a game. He has got 8 tonight. Doubles just 4 times this season, but all of those occasions have come in his last 9 games played. Back the other way, Holy Cross continues to struggle. 4 attempts for a field goal, and they come away empty. And then to add insult to injury, the foul is called on John Kerr.
Unbelievable. What a night to have it go cold. Boy, they had 4 cracks at it. Colgate just stands and watches this time. There's one shot. Now everybody stands. There's 2. There's an easy tip for 3. There's 4. Come away empty-handed.
16-3 run in the last 5.5 minutes for the Red Raiders.
Oh, I'll tell you what, Colgate is on all cylinders right now.
10 points now for Mike Roberts. Timeout called by Holy Cross. Colgate in control, second half at home.
Time changes. Nothing lasts forever. Either you change or you get left behind. Today's technology is amazing, but the batteries got left behind. Well, Railvac changed all of that. Renewal. They're alkaline like regular batteries, but more advanced. You can renew them, reuse them, and they come back strong. It's so easy to throw them in here. Why would I throw them out there? Play it smart. Railvac Renewal.
The wind howls because it knows it has to race me.
Introducing the Acura RL, the new flagship from Acura. It's built on the idea that luxury doesn't have to be boring, an idea that we thought might appeal to some of you.
Over on the Deuce, in a game Providence needs. Very competitive game. Friars by 5 at the break. St. John's out of the gate strong in the second half. Huntington Lopez knocks down 3. 1 point Friar lead on the Deuce. Mike.
Thank you, Mike. 44-28 our score here. 13:33 remains. Not a good start here in the second half. Not a field goal in the first 6 minutes and 56 seconds of the half. 0 for 12 from the field. Holy Cross, after shooting 27% of the first half, unable to do anything thus far here in the second half. I think it was a 3-point game at the break. Finally, they get a field goal, and it comes from Chris Rojic.
Well, again, the frustrating part is it had to happen on a night like this when you're trying to play for the big dance. But you're still only down 14, 13 minutes to go.
Bolin. Holy Cross has fought back from many deficits this year. Usually they come in the first half. They have been a comeback-type team. They do keep that in mind. Came back from a big deficit in Sunday's semifinal against Army. They trailed by as many as 13 in the first half, 10 at the break. They're going to have to shoot better than that.
3 seconds.
Another field goal opportunity missed off the left hand with Chris Rojic. The push is called on Holy Cross. Going to go against Damon Hart, and that will be his second personal foul.
You can see it on Bill Rayner's face. Not a lot you can do when you're not putting the ball in the basket. They have really gotten every one of the players decent shots, decent looks at the basket. Nobody's found a way to get it in the bottom. He's called timeouts to try to stop the roll that Colgate was on, because defensively now Holy Cross has had a hard time matching up.
And that is what is going to have to help this comeback, some defense. At one point, they did hold Army scoreless for 6 minutes in the semifinals. Remember, the semifinals were played on their home court, Worcester, Mass, at the Hart Center. 8 on the shot clock for Colgate. Foyle picks up the loose ball and just gets hammered down low. Good offensive rebound by Mike Roberts, and off his hand and right into the hands of the big man, and he will go to the line. Fouled by Damon Hart. And that is the 4th personal on Damon Hart. Walter Brown checks back into the contest. He has 2 points in the game.
That's a guy who has to get this ball club going. Get him out on the wing, get him the basketball, try to get a few turnovers. Get him out on the break. Get him some easy looks. Get him a layup. Get him fouled. Try to get his score and get him on track.
Seven blocks in the contest for Donald Foyle, 9 rebounds. He did have a triple-double on February 15th, 1995, 1 year ago against Bucknell. And he gets them both from the line. Donald Foyle, 7 of 10 from the stripe. Looking for his second career triple-double. 16-point Colgate lead. Damien Ezel. Long pass ahead to Schaefer. Hammered by Ezel. Good athleticism shown by Damien Ezel with the block.
Good long pass to Schaefer. Jack Bruin kind of shakes it off, doesn't worry too much about it. Watch this athletic play. Schaefer doesn't quite shield him enough with his body. Terrific defensive play by Ezel.
A push down low. Foyle has drawn undivided attention all night long from the four-headed center used by Bill Rayner, and that is the third personal on John Kerr.
That's his third.
Seven of 10 is the numbers you should focus on, considering he came into tonight a 48% career free throw shooter, and with that he misses the top half of the 1-and-1.
I was about ready to say he just looks a lot more comfortable on the line than he even did this morning shooting in practice.
Ezel. Kerr trying with the follow. Put back up and swatted away. Foyle again. Back the other way. Walter Brown with the block.
What a terrific play by Walter Brown.
3. Well short. Loose ball picked up by Holy Cross. Ezel trying to give Brian Lockhart another shot at it. A foul and reach in on Brendan Toohey, number 30.
You know, the tough part is they're still going at Foyle, but he keeps his distance. They're taking, and he plays weak side. He plays off his man. He's going to help out, and what he does is he makes the blocks away from his man, and that's been difficult for Holy Cross to figure out. They're going to have to hit the medium-range jump shot.
Scores from around the nation as championship week continues. And a turnover by Walter Brown. Mike Tirico, Digger Phelps, Dick Vitale. We'll have all the stories in college basketball. And we will also have them on Sports Center.
Great hustle defensively by Walter Brown. We talked about his athletic ability, and there he was right there.
Timeout once again called. 46-30 with 10:53 remaining in the Patriot League Championship.
Sprint Sense International gives you great rates to countries all over the world. What more could you want?
How about some cash?
Cash would be good. Yes, some cash back.
Good point. Presenting Sprint Sense International with something new, cash back. Call now for these simply great rates on calls to countries all around the world. Plus, get rewarded with 10% cash back for every dollar you spend.
For me, that would be at least $100 a year.
So call now for just 50 cents a minute to these countries in Europe, 65 cents to these countries in Asia, 70 cents to Japan, and now 10 cents a minute to Canada on weekends. Call now and we'll even switch you for free.
What about domestic calls?
You'll get cash back on domestic calls too. And with Sprint Sense International, you'll get a great 10 cents a minute rate on every state-to-state call. So call now.
Cash back would be great. Good idea.
Cash back. It's one phrase that's understood around the world. Get simply great rates now and 10% cash back. Call now. 1-800-227-2398.
As a new parent, my hours can be pretty unpredictable. I think a lot of the young parents that come into my office and talk about life insurance have a lot of the same needs and have gone through a lot of the same things that I've gone through. They're really looking for somebody to tell them about life insurance, to talk to somebody they trust. When people leave my office, I think they feel that, hey, this guy doesn't just know about life insurance, he knows about life too.
State Farm is there.
Donald Foyle loves the shot block, but we asked him, is he as obsessive about it as Rodman rebounding?
Well, I wouldn't say I'm as obsessive as Dennis Rodman is with rebounding, but I think that you have there's some ground rules that involve in shot blocking. I think that you really block shots on your man. I think you always come from the weak side, and that you always wait till the ball leaves the guy hand, and in a sense it takes a lot of timing to do that and confidence in your jumping ability.
8 blocks tonight for Donald Foyle. In case you are wondering, the all-time NCAA mark for a career held by Alonzo Mourning, 453. Single season record, David Robinson, 207 when he was at Navy. Navy was the #2 seed, eliminated in the first round of this tournament in the Patriot League.
Crusaders trying to put a little more pressure on the full court, but still in the man-to-man.
Colgate almost turned it over. Foyle trying to get into the open position. Flipped away by Brown. Good steal. Spinning, out of control, regaining composure. The give and go. Brown trying to follow, and still Holy Cross comes away empty. Bad shot taken by Malik Cupid. Field goal percentage has fallen to 19% for the Holy Cross Crusaders.
Well, obviously they're getting absolutely nothing inside. It's even they're passing the ball to each other like nobody wants to shoot that ball inside, so they're going to have to find a way to free some shooters up towards the outside, get something going somehow. This is the last opportunity, the last gasp to get something going as Betancourt will come in, and he's a three-point shooter. Try to free him up on some picks. Again, I think Walter Brown has to do something in this ball game this half.
Fouled by Brendan Toohey. The foul a moment ago was on Derek Hyra, his second. This will be the third on Toohey. Interesting note on Brendan Toohey out of Washington, D.C. His father is actually the deputy counsel in the Whitewater investigation. Kerr. Wow. That is unexpected. John Kerr 0 for 1 on the year from three-point range.
And his last shot missed it by about 4 feet, so that's a big basket, though. Still in this ball game.
Plenty of time left. Well over 9.5 minutes. Foyle. And he was fouled by John Kerr, and that will be the fourth. So they have used 4 fouls with Keith Driscoll, 4 for Damon Hart, and 4 for John Kerr. Working towards that total of 20 fouls.
Watch Betancourt come down on the double team. He has to get next to Kerr and not let Foyle split him. Once he splits the defense, can't do anything but either allow him to lay it up or foul him.
The four-headed center that we speak of, John Kerr, Keith Driscoll, Pat Tutwiler, and Damon Hart. 4 on Hart, 1 on Tutwiler, 4 on Driscoll, 4 on Kerr. Foyle gets the second. 22nd timeout taken by Jack Bruin and the Colgate Red Raiders. They lead 47-33. We talked about it a moment ago. 3 coin flips in this conference, unprecedented in Division I college basketball. But 10 days ago, the Patriot League did need 3 coin flips to decide the tournament seedings. None of the other tiebreakers worked, so Commissioner Connie Hurlburt got the schools on a conference call and set the seedings. Colgate not only won their coin toss, but the other 2 were also greatly beneficial to them. With the coin toss, Colgate becomes the top seed in the tournament over Navy. They were the only seed to receive the first round bye. Now, the first couple of rounds were played at Holy Cross in Worcester, Mass. Colgate ensured themselves they did not have to face the Crusaders on their home court. And then the upset in the first round, Army upsets #2 Navy. All these things benefited Colgate, and they are hoping in 9.5 minutes they will be yet another member of the field of 64 in the NCAA tournament for the 2nd straight year. Wide open.
Well, Foyle has shown a little bit of everything. He broke the press, brought the ball up the floor, gives it to a teammate, Roberts. Everybody goes back to guard Foyle. Roberts knocks in a 3.
That was his 10th assist and a triple-double for a Donald Foyle. He adds on to the rebound total.
He might get a quadruple-double. A few more blocks, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Check the line on a Donald Foyle and see if he could indeed put together the quadruple-double this evening And the big-time nationally televised contest for O'Donnell Foyle and the Colgate Red Raiders.
You can tell how he's been banged all night long. He does look tired. Grabbing his shorts, has not sat out a minute of this ball game.
Betancourt picked up the personal foul. 18 fouls on the Holy Cross Crusaders here in the second half, and 5 on Colgate.
Offensively, Colgate likes to put 4 guys around the arc, just moving the basketball, let Foyle work inside, see if they can free him up.
Roberts again. Pushing it up quickly. Betancourt receives the pass and lays it in. Flip to Roberts. And he will go to the line. Fouled by John Kerr, and that should be his 5th.
Foyle has made the game easier on himself the second half. He's been more patient when he catches the basketball. He has looked at his options. He's not been in a hurry that time. Defense again turns their back on the cutter and don't see anybody. No weak side help. Foyle just hands it off, puts it right on the money as Kerr will come out of the ballgame.
Mike Roberts to shoot 2 free throws. He gets the first. An update on the line of O'Donnell Foyle. Pardon me, not a triple-double quite yet, John. 16 points, 11 rebounds, 8 blocks, and 6 assists. And this man holds the Patriot record with now his 39th.
You just couldn't jinx him. Right there, I was worried. I thought, you know what,
you're right. Now his 39th consecutive free throw made.
Good defense by Maloney out on top, denying Betancourt the basketball.
Readjusting nicely and laid in by Pat Tutwiler, who just came into the game as John Kerr fouled out.
That's how you beat a shot blocker. You take it to him, he went weak side, and his man was left wide open. That was Tutwiler, and they found him for a layup.
$15-point deficit. Driving to the hole, Jimmy Maloney. Colgate player's hand, but laid in easily by Chris Rojic. Rojic has 11 points, leading the attack for the Crusaders. Walter Brown still stands without a field goal tonight. Just 2 points from the line. Tutwiler defensively on Foyle. Maloney gets it to O'Donnell. And Mike Roberts will go to the line.
That's right. Now, it's a clinic in the post. It really is. You have to be impressed with Foyle, just what he's doing, his patience, but also his teammates. They know when he catches a basketball to cut towards the basket. They give him enough spacing. Everybody stays above the three-point line. Then they get a cutter from different angles. That time it's Roberts going to the hole, and Foyle is finding them this half.
Mike Roberts, 2 shots.
Say a word.
I know, and I wasn't going to say anything. And a smile. 39 straight, that's outstanding.
Congratulations, Mike Roberts. Patriot League record, 39 straight free throws, and he starts a new streak. Can't blame me later. Betancourt, Lockhart foul. Pushed by Jimmy Maloney. That will be his 2nd.
It'll be interesting to see when Holy Cross starts trying to trap the basketball a little bit. Get Colgate out of what they're doing comfortably. They're getting a half-court set. They're moving. They're picking. They're keeping away from the basket. And finally, they get it to Foyle. So let's see if the Crusaders will come up with some different way to defend.
Maloney picks up another quick one. The push off the inbounds play on Damian Easel. So 3 on Maloney now. Walter Brown 0 for 5 from the field in the game. He has worked the glass quite diligently, but unable to get untracked offensively. And look at the shooting in the second half for Holy Cross.
It's frustrating when you're not making any basket, and he's not getting easy ones. He's not getting to the free throw line in the second half. He hasn't any breakaways. He hasn't received the ball out on the wing with one-on-one skills to after a missed shot on the other end. So frustrating all around so far for Walter Brown. But again, 6 minutes left. This kind of game is a long time.
Ezel split the 1-and-1. Double bonus the rest of the way for Colgate. 10 team fouls already on Holy Cross. 7 on the Red Raiders. Tui gets it stripped.
Oh, he missed Betancourt all by himself, but he couldn't get a hold of the basketball.
Now Ezel wants it. Baseline. Stripped of the basketball. Player for Colgate goes down hard. It's Mike Roberts. And they'll whistle it down. Official timeout to attend to Mike Roberts, who was just hammered on the baseline.
I think he got kneed in the knee, actually. The inside of the knee. He was going to take a charge that time.
Strong performance tonight by the senior.
Here he comes, weak side help, and this is what Colgate's done well all night long. He tries to give up his body, no call, but he took one right in the knee. Good help defensively. And there stands Foyle under the basket in case he got by Roberts.
Big night again tonight for Mike Roberts. He has 16 points. He's always primed for the tournament. Last year he had a then career high 23 in the semis against Fordham. 2 years ago, a then career high 18 points in the quarterfinals against Lehigh. Prime-time player. He has come to play tonight.
Well, nice thing about March Madness. Great players make great plays, and you'll see it all tournament long. And tonight, we've seen for a couple people at Colgate, they have stepped up and made some big plays.
Buckle them up. Championship week is now up to full speed. With 7 on the shot clock. Foyle trying to work the glass.
Bingo.
And Donald Foyle. Mike Goldberg, John Sunvold, happy to be here in Hamilton, New York. 3-point field goal good by Damien Ezel. We had a 3-point game at the half. But struggling from the field here in the second half, the Crusaders, and now they need to try to overcome a 14-point deficit. Collapsing in on Foyle. They wanted the held ball situation, and they got it.
Good defense by Ezel. He went aggressively to the basketball, not allowing Foyle to work with it. Ezel's awfully quick. We've seen him get off some good shots and defensively move his feet.
Under 5 minutes remains. Colgate won the title last year. They beat Navy in the championship game. Pass almost intercepted. Now Betancourt, 3. Fouled in the act of shooting the 3. Let's see what they say. If you are into NBA hoops, check out our new show on ESPN2. 5 nights a week at midnight, it is NBA 2 Night. Stuart Scott teams up with former NBA player, coach, and scout Freddie Carter for the nightly news in the National Basketball Association, complete with scores, highlights, analysis, strategy, profiles, and so much more. Midnight on the Deuce, Tuesday through Saturday, NBA Tonight.
This is tough. You need to make free throws. Betancourt again, only a 57% free throw shooter. You wouldn't expect that from your point guard. Guy who shoots a lot of threes during the ball game. Well, there's a long way to go in this. Down 13, 4:36. I think Colgate has done offensively, though, as they are moving their bodies and passing the basketball. And Holy Cross is a step behind. We'll see if they change up. Maybe they'll full court pressure here.
Well, they manhandled this same team on their home court back in January, holding them that night to just 33% field goal shooting. Aggressive play again by Colgate, and a bit over aggressive. They'll take the walk down the floor into the line. Damien Ezel of Holy Cross commits the foul.
Nice thing for Colgate now. You had 3 free throws on one end. A couple seconds go off, and you get some more free throws on your end. That lets the big man Foyle get a little rest. He's played the whole ball game. Has looked tired at times because of the pounding, but he will feel refreshed. You give him 4 or 5 minutes, and he'll say, well, I'm due for another 4 more blocks.
Derek Hiram missed them both. 4.5 remains. 13-point lead with the top seed in the Patriot League. Brown. There's one more block. O'Donnell Foyle inching closer to the triple-double. 9 blocks in the contest. Trying to reach from behind. Hira finally stripped underneath the basket by Damon Hart. Lockhart went for the steal, and Hira went breaking right towards the hoop.
Good hand by Hart. If he doesn't make the play, Foyle has a big dunk.
Hart misses. Rebound offensively, put back up and in. Damon Hart, 10-point game.
Tell you what, Colgate needs a good possession right here. They have moved the basketball, but they've made silly mistakes on their offensive end.
Hart continues to go for the steal on every possession. Foyle, hammered. Wow, that three would have really been a big bucket. But Brendan Toohey had his shot rimming it out.
Well, they get it to within 10, and we said great players make great plays, and there's Mr. Foyle and the offensive rebound right when you need to have one. Boy, it does look tired, though. Grabbing his shorts at every break.
Well, as you mentioned, John, he has played every minute tonight. All 20 minutes in the first half. 1 block shy of that triple-double. Has a half dozen assists in the contest also. Eight of 13 from the line. O'Donnell Foyle makes them both. His guardians, the Mandals, quite pleased with the play tonight of the big man. The Patriot League Player of the Year, hoping to go to the big dance.
Introducing the Acura RL. The new flagship from Acura. It's built on the idea that luxury doesn't have to be boring. An idea that we thought might appeal to some of you.
One fall, we took out our son's favorite sweater and it didn't fit anymore. I think life insurance is like that. You don't realize how much your life has changed until you take out your policies and sit down with your agent. That's why we have the State Farm Family Insurance Checkup. I can help you see if your coverages are up to date, or if you've outgrown them. Then you make the decision. A policy has to fit, just like a sweater.
And like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When a toothpaste helps get teeth their dazzling whitest, people want to know more.
But what's so different about Aquafresh whitening?
A patented tri-clean formula that whitens without peroxide, bleach, or harsh abrasives. What does it really do? Aquafresh whitening safely and gently breaks up stains to help get your teeth their whitest.
You got proof it works?
Aquafresh whitening is clinically proven to whiten better than Crest. Even Rembrandt can't beat it.
So every day I brush helps my teeth get whiter.
Aquafresh whitening, safe to use every day for dazzling whiter teeth.
Some people just know how to fly. They're flying northwest, I'll tell you why. Some people just know how to fly.
59-47, 3 minutes and 31 seconds remains. O'Donnell Foyle, great job done at the line tonight.
Yeah, he has responded early in the ball game at 1 point, 1 of 6 from the field, but he's done at the free throw line. Draws a lot of contact and puts some smiles on the faces.
He was playing high school at Hamilton High School. Here in the same city as Colgate, they moved the high school games to this gym, John, to accommodate the excess of fans.
Fun to watch good players.
Brown leaves it to his teammate Damon Hart. Damon Hart gets the field goal, and it's back to 10.
Here's a full court pressure.
Bolin pushes it up ahead to Foyle.
Nice decision.
Now they'll work the clock.
Let Foyle go back inside and locate himself in a good position.
Maloney fouled by Chris Rojic. It is worthy of note at this point in the contest that other than O'Donnell Foyle, who has done a good job at the line tonight, the other 4 starters for Colgate are pretty good free throw shooters.
Yeah, you mentioned this guy right here, nearly 83%. They shoot 65 as a team, and considering that Foyle's only 47. Schaefer's 85, Roberts 82, and we mentioned his 39 in a row. Cupid is 84. So they do have some guys that can go up there and knock them in, especially down the stretch.
And John Maloney, who just made his 2, 83%. Number 1 in the league. During conference play this past season. Lockhart and Rojic can both shoot the 3. And so can that man. Ryan Lockhart with his first 3-pointer of the night.
Shoots over 50% from the 3, so see if they can free him up.
They're going to point the basketball the direction of the Colgate.
Got a timeout.
With timeout called on the floor with 2 minutes and 26 seconds remaining. The 3-pointer by Brian Lockhart has given us a 9-point game. Championship week continues.
When it broke, he didn't make her wait a week to look at it or give her the runaround about a missing part. He just fixed it right the first time and for a very reasonable price. And that's pretty much the way ASE certified technician Wes Schaefer and everyone at Pep Boys does business. For service and repairs the way you deserve it, day or night, even on Sundays, come to Pep Boys and drive away happy.
Introducing the Acura RL, the new flagship from Acura. It's built on the idea that luxury doesn't have to be boring, an idea that we thought might appeal to some of you.
ESPN's presentation of Championship Week is brought to you by Acura, who invites you to test drive the new flagship of Acura, the RL. And by Advil, no non-prescription pain reliever is proven to last longer than Advil.
Mike Goldberg, John Sunvold, this is what they are playing for this evening. A championship trophy in the Patriot League. Could it go to Colgate for the 2nd straight year? Or does this man and his team, Bill Rayner and the Holy Cross Crusaders, have comeback in mind? After a 4-10 start, they have gone with wins in 12 of their last 14 games, winners of 8 straight. The longest winning streak since the year they went to the NCAAs. Forcing the timeout a moment ago.
Colgate having a hard time getting the ball inbounds. That time they went sideline to sideline. Actually, a guy jumped out of bounds and tried to get it in, couldn't get it in again.
So we will take another timeout. Return to Hamilton in a moment.
Don't miss a minute of your favorite sports action. With ESPN Net to Go, Motorola's new sports receiver. Score updates every 5 minutes, plus ESPN's breaking news and info. Carry NFL, NBA, NHL, baseball, and college action wherever you go. Be in the know when you're on the go. Call 1-800-910-ESPN.
Every week, Barron scours the investment world for growth opportunities. With comprehensive coverage of stocks, bonds, mutual funds, everything that could affect your finances. Subscribe with your credit card now and get 17 weeks of Barron's for the price of 13. That's 4 more opportunities to turn money into wealth. Get 17 weeks of Barron's for only $37. That's 4 weeks free. Call now, 800-228-5900. That's 800-228-5900.
Downstate from Hamilton at Madison Square Garden, it's not Zendon Hamilton, but Felipe Lopez having a big second half for the Red Storm. That three puts them up. They're seesawing a very close game that Providence needs. It's on the deuce. And here's Mike.
Thank you, Mike. 9-point game with 2 minutes and 26 seconds remaining. Talked about the turnaround a moment ago. Longest winning streak since the 92-93 season. That was the year. And Holy Cross last went to the NCAAs. It was their first trip since 1980.
And Bill Rayner basically talked about defensively. They've done a better job at doing some things. Early in the year, the first 14 games, he said teams shot about 45% against them. The last 14 games, teams have shot about 36%. So you can do it defensively. Plus, players are comfortable with their roles. Again, after losing two guys like Pfister and Hamilton from last year's ball club.
Lockhart committed the foul. You see one full timeout remaining for both teams. Double bonus situation for Colgate. 1-1 for Holy Cross. Possession arrow pointing the way of the Red Raiders. Not a bad guy to put on the line. Brendan Toohey, not one of the men who receives a lot of minutes in this lineup. And Jack Bruins. Betancourt. Whistle and the hold away from the basketball. Number 33, Tim Boland, receives the personal foul. And that will bring up the 1-1 for Walter Brown.
And not a good play that time by Boland. It stops the clock again. There wasn't much time run off. He was being posted up inside. He's going to get help when the ball goes to Walter Brown down low. And he kind of grabbed him, threw him around. As Jack Bruin doesn't really want to hear any of that as he goes to the sideline.
What a frustrating night for this man. Gets named to the first team All-Patriot League. Last year, an all-rookie performer. He gets the top half of the 1-1. 18 points a game coming in. Top scorer for Holy Cross.
Tell you what, they're in this ball game. You knock this one and you're down 8. There's a lot of time left.
That frustration could change to adulation in a hurry.
And the press has bothered Colgate just a little bit. They've had a hard time getting the ball inbounds.
Betancourt almost stole it from Brendan Toohey. They are all over Brendan Toohey. Championship week continues tomorrow on ESPN. The Atlantic 10 quarterfinal, noon Eastern time. Number 2 UMass takes on St. Bonaventure, followed by the Big East quarterfinal action between Syracuse and Boston College. Then at 7:30, move to the ACC first round action between the Seminoles and NC State. And back to the Big East. Villanova against the Providence St. John's winner. That is on ESPN beginning at noon. Championship week rolling on. Toohey gets the top one.
You know, you said Toohey doesn't play much, and he's now knocked in 3 of his last 4 free throws, but he is a senior. You don't mind seniors stepping up to the free throw line late in the ball game, especially a game of this magnitude. Zone defense.
Flipped outside. 3 blocked.
My goodness. Another silly foul. It's really unbelievable. He challenged the shooter. He jumped right into him. And as much as I've said, you like seniors stepping up the line, then Toohey makes a play like that. And Jack Bruin is going to call him over and say a few words to his senior. Good look at Coach Bruin. Done a heck of a job here.
Yeah, he sure has. What a turnaround. One in just his 3rd season here. Prior to that, well, when he came here, Colgate had experienced 11 straight losing seasons.
Yeah, and we're talking about real losing seasons. Yeah, winning 1 game or 2 games.
Lockhart gets the first 2. Former assistant under the legendary Morgan Wooten at DeMatha High School. All 3 converted by Brian Lockhart. Perfect 5 for 5 from the line. We have a 7-point contest with 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. That's the way to break the pressure. Toohey leaves it back. Who does the basketball belong to?
I'll stay with Colgate, I believe. Toohey tried to put it for Donald Foyle, but good hustle that time.
Maloney will inbound. To the big man.
Oh, goodness. That was difficult. I wasn't quite sure he was going to get that shot even close to the basket.
Big bucket for a big-time player. Betancourt, NBA range. Foyle trying to get the rebound. It falls into the hands of Holy Cross, and now Mike Roberts comes away with it. Pressure on Roberts. And a timeout called by Colgate. Brendan Toohey, Mike Roberts on the baseline. Both were motioning for the timeout, and they got it with 1:41 remaining. Coming up next on ESPN, ESPN Sports Center, Dan Patrick, Fred Haber standing by. Sonics winning streak, history in Hartford, and the Admiral down. Those stories and many more, including full coverage of championship week here on ESPN Sports Center, is coming up next. Now, if it does come down to foul shooting, John, Colgate from the line, some of the better shooters include Seth Schaefer, Jimmy Maloney, and Mike Roberts.
Okay, you want the ball in those three guys' hands and let them play keep away. Put Foyle down on the other end, put him down on the block, and he can catch it. You still have to run some offense. Holy Cross right now has been chasing the basketball, slapping, trying to knock it away, and they've been fouling some guys. Toohey has been one of the prime guys. They've kept it out of Foyle's hand, which is a smart idea, though he's made free throws tonight. You still would rather have your three guards handle the basketball.
Full court pressure once again. Maloney fouled. Jimmy Maloney, 83% free throw shooter. Has not missed from the line yet tonight.
Holy Cross foul charge to number 44, Walter Brown. That's his third.
Third foul on Walter Brown.
For Colgate, Jimmy Maloney, 2 shots.
And Donald Foyle tonight, 22 points, 14 rebounds, 9 blocks, and 6 assists.
It's a full night's work. It's usually about a week's work for some players.
And Jimmy Maloney, a perfect 6 for 6 from the line. He has 12. Walter Brown still without a field goal. And the foul committed again by the Crusaders of Holy Cross.
Well, Jimmy Maloney's played an outstanding ball game. He's ran the ball club like you want it to be run. They put it in Foyle's hands the second half. Then you bring in Toohey as a senior. One thing, Seth Schaefer did not have a real good game. 1 of 8 from the field, and they've relied on him, but Toohey can come in. They've had players step up. You can tell by the smile on guys' faces what this really means.
Just a sophomore. He'll have other opportunities. But this a night he will not soon forget. Back to a 13-point lead. Brown from the back door couldn't throw down the alley-oop. Toohey fouled one more time by Betancourt this time. Bill Rayner, a frustrating night. Holy Cross coming out so cold from the field in the second half. They have been cold from the field all night, shooting just 26%. Keep in mind for Colgate and Jack Bruin, second straight trip to the NCAAs, and a very good performance last year in Dayton, Ohio, and their opener against the Kansas Jayhawks, a 4-point game against the Jayhawks with about 12 minutes left.
Yeah, they did play well, and the one thing, they were just kind of outmanned, but the experience from that game and then the big ball games they've played this year, they get to go back, and these guys know what it's like to be there, and they won't be taken by all the press and all the media attention, so I expect them to do okay.
That man who pushed the ball ahead but threw it away, Donald Foyle, now has a triple-double.
There's an exclamation point.
There it is. The second career triple-double for Donald Foyle. What a night for the big man.
You know, he just doesn't tap this one out of bounds either. He puts a little exclamation point on that one. Here we go.
Roberts gives it to him. Tried to go with the alley-oop. I was beginning to say that last year against Kansas, Foyle had 16 points in 13 16 rebounds, so he was one of the guys who came to play against the Jayhawks.
It's just tough because when you get into that set, you know, they're going to be seeded again, where, who knows, 14th, 15th, 16th, and they're going to be playing team, whether it's like Kansas or Kentucky or UMass or somebody. You have to play 40 minutes against those teams, and it's difficult, but what a thrill for these kids to go back to the big dance. A lot of happy faces here on the Colgate side.
Brendan Toohey fouls out of the contest, but not without a smile. Good job done at the line by Brendan Toohey, 6 of 7. Down the finish from the stripe to solidify a victory and another trip to the NCAA tournament for the Colgate Red Raiders. They were the top seed in the tournament for the second year. They are going to be the Patriot League champions for the second year. Foyle. That's all right. He's done everything else right tonight. Don't forget SportsCenter, Brett Haber, Dan Patrick coming up next here on ESPN. Happy we could be in beautiful Hamilton, New York this evening. Watch the big man play. Way short was the 4th senior on the Holy Cross roster, Tim Payne from Glenview, Illinois. Now, the one good thing is you see Payne coming into the contest and committing the foul. The 4 seniors who go out losers tonight for Holy Cross were all members of that 1993 team that went to the NCAA tournament. So they did have the opportunity to experience the field of 64. Unfortunately, that will not be the case in 1996.
Yeah, you can see it on their faces. This is that time of year. Dejection on one side, elation on the other side. Colgate has deserved the right and earned the right. They have played hard tonight. They've played well defensively, and they've put it in Mr. Foyle's hands enough time where he took care of what he's supposed to do.
Foyle still playing hard in his final minute. Commits the personal foul.
Well, if Foyle comes out of this ball game right here, you're going to hear some kind of ovation. Here it is.
Donald Foyle, just a sophomore. 22 points. 15 rebounds. 10 blocks. And the Guardians here in town, the Mandals, quite impressed with the performance this evening, and they should be. Is running with 25 seconds remaining, and a quick foul again. They'll send Colgate to the line. One more time. I have a feeling a big hand is forthcoming from Mike Roberts when he gets taken out of the game also.
Mark Murphy, athletic director. You know what, he's been pacing. Former Redskins defensive back, graduated here. 77, he's been pacing. He got on the floor one time out. He went off the floor. He's been walking back and forth. He's got to be proud, too.
Yes, they are. Everybody wants Kentucky. Had the opportunity to witness the Big South final the other day, and the signs were bring on Kentucky there, too.
I'll tell you what, if you bring on Kentucky, you better bring your track shoes.
There he is, Mike Roberts, coming out of the contest along with Seth Schaefer. 16 points, 7 rebounds for Roberts. Celebration time for the Red Raiders of Colgate.
That's where a coach gets nervous if players don't get hurt celebrating. Shaking hands, pulling shoulders out of joints. Big, strong kid.
Your relatives will be there too. Pumpernickel, seeded rolls, bagels, and French toast. But for now, it's goodbye from me, Guy Smiley. Until next time on Here Is Your Life.
Little Jack Horner sat in a corner eating a Christmas pie. He put in his thumb and pulled out a plum and said, "Oh, what a good boy am I." Why is he in the corner? Does he have to stay in the corner?
Come on, Bob!
It's gonna be good,
Oscar, guess what? Bob wrote you a song.
A song?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it's just a simple little jingle that the band and I put together, Oscar, you know, to help you sell more newspapers and get more customers.
Don't tell me. It's a song about my smiley face, I suppose.
Oh, no, Oscar. I tried to capture the grouchiness of your newsstand. You know, the very Oscarness of it.
The Oscarness?
Yes, you are going to love it, Oscarito. Come on, Bob.
Yeah.
Sing out.
Okay, you ready, Oscar? Goes like this. Here we go. Come on and read, come on and read, come on and read at Oscar's stand. It's all you need, it's all you need. It's the best stand in the land. You can read a grouchy magazine or papers full of fish. You can read a candy wrapper or whatever trash you wish. Come on and read, come on and read, come on and read at Oscar's stand. Hey! Hey, Oscar, what'd you think, huh?
Well,
Great, huh?
I think it's the yuckiest song I ever heard.
Oh, Oscar.
Why, it's even worse than those smiley faces.
Oh.
But look, it's working. Here come our customers.
Look, Oscar, come on and read at Oscar's stand.
There it is! Oscar's newsstand! Ah, I like a newspaper with a fish in it, please! Just like the song says!
With a fish in it right there.
I like a Grouch magazine,
Oh,
please!
the Grouch magazine, it's the latest issue.
I like a candy wrapper.
A
Yeah,
candy
$3
wrapper.
for the
Yes, ma'am,
used
there you
candy
go.
wrapper.
Okay.
There you go!
Terrific. Okay,
$3
Thank you, thank you.
Okay, there you go, Oscar. Hey, it's going great, Oscar.
Wow.
Well, all right then, Mr. Jingleface. You've helped me enough. So, just get lost.
What?
Wait a minute. He can't leave now. He's got to keep singing.
What?
Yeah. Just think of all the customers you will have. Come on, Bobby. Sing out.
Okay, here we go, Oscar. You can sing too.
Yeah, right.
Come on and read, come on and read, come on and read at Oscar's stand. It's all you need, it's all you need. It's the best stand in the land. Hurry, 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 step right up. We've got codfish, we've got bluefish, we've got salmon, and we've got mackerel, and it all smells.
One day, Susie Kabloozy said without the slightest hesitation, "I'm gonna pretend I'm a pirate and use my imagination." So Susie thought real hard and closed her eyes. She imagined all she could, but to her surprise, no picture came to her mind. No pirate of any kind. "Oh, this is no good!" yelled the angry little tyke. "How can I be a pirate if I don't know what they look like?" So she went to get some help from her dad, and he chuckled a little, and then he said, "I don't know what